everybody, today I'm doing my wrap-up for the Spark Up Your Reading Read-A-Thon. So, I didn't read as much as, like, most people read in a read-a-thon. In all, I read about probably, like, 300 pages. Probably about around there. So, I mean, that's not awful because I knew I was really busy this week, or last week. Like, I just had a bunch to do and a lot of stuff going on, so, yeah, I didn't get to read, like, every day, but for the days I did get to read, I basically did my goal. What I said in my TBR I wanted to read, I did read. The first thing I read was Shatter Me by Tara Mafi. I finished this. I forgot what page I was actually on when I did the TBR, but I'm pretty sure I read about 100 pages of this, maybe even like 150. So if I did read like 150, that would be more than I thought I read. But yeah, and I ended up giving this 4 out of 5 stars. In my wrap-up, I talked about how just Kenji and James is what totally saved this book for me. I was going to give it like 3 stars or 2 stars even because I was not really enjoying the beginning. But the last 100 pages really picked up and it was so easy for me to read. I read that like in the first day of the read-a-thon. I finished this really easily because it was just really quick and the ending was really good. Another thing I forgot to mention in my June wrap-up was that this was like on the edge of erotica to me. Like some of the stuff that they said was just so like intimate and stuff like that, and it was just really interesting. This is like a young adult novel. Let me give you an example because I marked a page. Okay, it says, "And he's holding me the way no one else has ever held me before, like he wants me." Like that's a little sensual in my opinion. And then hold on, there's another one. There's a lot more actually. It says, "I want to taste the landscape of his body." Like, what? What the crap? That just made me laugh so hard. So yeah, that was just kind of funny. And then it was kind of insta-lovey. I was like, why do they love each other so much? They literally just met. But then there's a little background story and you find out they didn't just meet. But still, like, they just started talking to each other. Like, they've never actually spoken to each other. So, yeah, that was kind of weird and not my favorite, but I'm excited to read the rest of the series because I hear it gets better. So, yeah, 4 out of 5. After that, as I said, I finished the XMen comic I had, First Class, and I had like 1 or 2 of these little thingies left. And yeah, it was really good, really enjoyable, 5 out of 5 stars, and really fun to read. Then after that, I picked up A Clash of Kings by George R. R. Martin, and my main goal for the read-a-thon was to just really get into this and want to start reading it, and I definitely did. I am loving it. I am on page 124, which, like, not a lot, but, like, a lot's already happening, and I really am enjoying this, and this is just getting me in the mood. I've been reading this every day, and that's what I basically just wanted to do, was to start really wanting to read this because I'd kind of been like pushing it to the back burner because it's just so long and it takes a lot of effort to read. So yeah, I'm glad I finally picked it up, and the read-a-thon is what helped me do it. So I didn't get to The Death Cure by James Dashner, which I mentioned that I was getting in a book outlet order, so I didn't get to that. I did receive it in the mail, but I didn't get to read it because I just didn't have time, like I said. But yeah, I did do all of the goal things. I read Shatter Me, which is a dystopian. I finished this, which is an action. And then this was just something on my TBR that I really needed to read. So I did all the challenges, so I'm super excited about it. And yeah, even though I didn't read a lot, this is it, even though it's more like that and then that. So yeah, I didn't read a bunch, but I did enjoy the read-a-thon. It really did just get me reading, which is good because I hadn't read in a while. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in my next video. Peace out.